A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development that has raised eyebrows across the nation, California is set to revoke 17,000 commercial driver's licenses issued to immigrants after it was discovered that many of these licenses had expiration dates exceeding the legal stay of the drivers in the United States. This decision comes in the wake of mounting criticism from federal officials, particularly from the Trump administration, regarding the issuance of licenses to individuals who are in the country illegally. The issue gained national attention in August when a tragic incident in Florida, involving a tractor-trailer driver without legal authorization, resulted in a deadly crash that claimed 3 lives. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has been vocal about the situation, asserting that California's move to revoke these licenses is an acknowledgement of wrongdoing, despite the state's previous defense of its licensing practices. Duffy stated, "After weeks of claiming they did nothing wrong, Gavin Newsom and California have been caught red-handed. Now that we've exposed their lies, 17,000 illegally issued trucking licenses are being revoked." The scrutiny over California's licensing practices was intensified after Duffy raised concerns, prompting the state to conduct a review of the commercial driver's licenses it had issued. Newsom's administration initially refrained from providing specific reasons for the revocation, instead stating that the licenses violated state law. However, it was later clarified that the law in question mandates that licenses must expire on or before the end of a person's legal status in the U.S. In response to Duffy's comments, Newsom's spokesperson, Brandon Richards, criticized the secretary, stating, "Once again, the Sean Road rules Duffy fails to share the truth, spreading easily disproven falsehoods in a sad and desperate attempt to please his dear leader." This controversy has raised broader concerns about the safety of commercial drivers in California, especially in light of fatal truck crashes earlier this year in Texas and Alabama, which involved drivers who were in the country illegally. Duffy had previously imposed new restrictions on immigrant qualifications for commercial driver's licenses and identified California as the first state to be audited for compliance. He noted that California is the only state facing immediate action as a result of the audit findings. The federal government has been pushing for stricter standards across various states, as reviews in other states have been delayed due to a government shutdown. Duffy has warned that California could lose an additional $160 million in federal funding if the state fails to address these licensing issues adequately. The recent revocation of licenses is part of California's effort to comply with federal regulations, which have become increasingly stringent. The new rules announced by Duffy in September make it significantly more challenging for immigrants to obtain commercial driver's licenses, limiting eligibility to a select few visa holders. Under these new regulations, only 10,000 out of 200,000 non-citizens with commercial licenses would qualify, and licenses will only be valid for up to 1 year unless the applicant's visa expires sooner. However, these new requirements will not be retroactively enforced, allowing the remaining 190,000 drivers to maintain their licenses until renewal. Duffy's investigation revealed that a quarter of the licenses reviewed in California should not have been issued, citing specific instances where licenses remained valid well past the expiration of the driver's work permits. Despite the controversy, Newsom's office maintains that the state followed guidance from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security when issuing these licenses to non-citizens. This unfolding situation highlights the ongoing debate over immigration policy and its implications for public safety, as well as the tensions between state and federal authorities regarding the regulation of commercial drivers. The revocation of these licenses marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing dialogue surrounding immigration and transportation safety in the United States. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.